Friday, 5 o'clock on a monster sports weekend. You guys appreciate KTIK, Prater on the ball game. You guys tuned into us in less than an hour, Prater. The second installment of the 12-team college football playoff kicks off, and we got a really good game tonight. Alabama at Oklahoma? Holy smokes, man.
Yeah, last year when we did this show, I remember thinking we're going to go home and watch history. But we had no idea that, obviously Notre Dame won the game against Indiana last year. We weren't talking about the game last year. We were talking about just the history of this tournament. And Notre Dame playing on television on a Friday night, standalone, for a 12-team tournament that we've all been dreaming about our entire lifetime. So it was more about the moment. It was more about the history. This one, to me, tonight is about the game. Oklahoma, Alabama, in Norman, rematch, big-time stakes. This is not only the history and the tradition of what we had last year, but now we get the aura of this beautiful game. Ballgame, this can be a spectacular tournament.
You know, the one thing we're on, like I'm on a page, by the way, our YouTube audience, courtesy of Blue Ice Vodka. You guys can go find this segment on our YouTube channel. I don't know where to go with last year because I saw all four of the teams with a bye didn't play well. 3 of the 4, I think, lost last year. And I'm kind of paying attention to if that's going to have an effect on Indiana, Ohio State, Georgia, and Texas Tech, who do have the 4 byes. That I don't know. I think it's a bigger deal than you do. I'm kind of scared. For me, that ruined the tournament for me last year. The whole quarterfinal round was a bunch of ass kickings, and it felt like one team was ready and the other team wasn't.
I think it was a one-off.
Yeah, you don't expect that again.
Not on a regular basis.
I hope that's the case because I want good games. Boise State fan, 208-424-9300. Last year, this was the coolest thing ever. Are you watching this year? I know you want your team in, and you hope your team's going to be in this tournament often. It won't be every year, but do you still follow it? I mean, my team never makes March Madness. I love it every single year. It doesn't matter, Prater. Wonder how this fan base is going to take this one.
Everybody knows that college football is broken. Everybody complains about college football. Everybody says, I'm going to stop watching college football. If I hear the phrase NIL and money and greed have ruined college football, I don't know what I'm going to do. But, and I get it. I totally get it. College football is broken. That's not the point of this segment. Is if you still care about this sport, are you still watching this sport? Will you watch tonight? Will you watch this weekend? I would imagine that there'll be a lot of people watching tonight. I think this might be one of the bigger games of the weekend in terms of the numbers. There'll be a lot of people watching in the morning. I'm not sure how many people are going to watch the 2 afternoon games. Both of them blowouts, both of them G5, both of them on TNT. And I know everybody's rooting for G5, a nice representation. We'll see how that plays out. But and that may have consequences down the road. But I've always talked about policing yourself. In an era of gross college football, in an era where the sport is broken, you have to police yourself. Just focus on the games, man. We're finally here. Okay. 3 hours tonight and 3 3-hour windows tomorrow with lots of other options, and Montana State and the NFL and sold-out Steelheads hockey games and all the other stuff going on. I get it. But I think tonight and tomorrow morning is going to be spectacular.
I agree. And obviously I'm the college football hater, I guess, on this show, but yes, I care about the college football playoff because a championship is still on the line. I don't necessarily, yes, how we get there pisses me off, and it pisses a lot of people off, but I'm not going, it's almost like you watch a TV show and you're not thrilled with the first 6 or 7 episodes, but it's an 8-episode show.
Okay.
So, of course, you're going to watch the ending anyway just to see how it goes,
okay,
and maybe you get surprised and you like the way it ends. That's kind of where I'm at with the college football playoff. We still have massive brands in this thing. Tonight in Norman, it should be bumping. And that's the thing. I feel like as an American, it's my duty to like college football on Saturdays in the fall.
Yes.
And I don't like the way the sport is ran, but I try and fulfill that American obligation. Imagine there are the 2 sporting events I most want to go to are the Kentucky Derby and the Masters. But after that I haven't been to. After that, it's probably the Rose Bowl. And I don't like college football, but Pasadena on, the Musburger, you are looking live at 5 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Mountain, whenever it is always hits good. So I'm looking forward to seeing Indiana, of all teams, get to play in the Rose Bowl. there's still a little piece of me that likes some of this nostalgia, whatever's left in this sport. I will watch the college football playoff. I am taking Bob Beeler's Georgia Bulldogs to win. I think they're figuring it out on the defensive side of the ball. Gunnar Stockton. Feels weird seeing Georgia being like this prolific on offense, but I think they're coming together at the right time.
All right, Greg's got Georgia winning this tournament. Who do you have? Call 208-424-9300. Prater, myself, and Greg, we're going to give our picks. And anybody who calls in, you get to join our little club with us. We only have a few more minutes, so you're going to have to call right now and tell us who you think will win the CFP and college football's national championship. Greg went with Georgia. Michael Forrest. Prater.
I like Texas Tech, and I said that a couple of weeks ago. I predicted Texas Tech to win this whole tournament a couple of weeks ago. I think it's a little bit of an outlier. Obviously, they're a plus 900 to win the whole damn thing, so it's still an odd shot. But I still think it's the best roster that money has bought. They're unbelievably good. They're kind of laying in the weeds, the snake in the grass. They're unbelievable on offense. They're unbelievable on defense. The 1 week league might be their quarterback, but he's still pretty good. This is an amazing, amazing football team, and I think they're kind of one of those teams of destiny. I really, really like Texas Tech.
Dude, you got to throw a couple bucks on plus 900.
I already told you I did.
Yeah, good. You're right. You did.
Probably got a better number than 9-1 too.
No, I got 9-1 for $100.
Yep.
Okay,
to win 1,000.
Got that price. All right.
Yep, I love it. I've changed my pick. It was originally Georgia, but I've given it after some serious studying, Prater. I'm sure you can imagine. I'm going with the Ohio State Buckeyes to repeat this thing. I look at their path. If they can get past A&M, that Georgia-Ohio State national semifinal will be electric. And I actually have them beating Texas Tech in the championship. I'm with Prater. I think the Red Raiders go all the way to the championship. I like their road. I expect them to beat Oregon because I don't know. I just think I come with you on Oregon this year. I think that
something off, just a little something,
and
something
then,
tiny.
And then they'll have Indiana, and I almost think that's a coin flip. And I kind of went outside the box a little bit. I have Ohio State beating Texas Tech in the national championship game. Prater, who do you have Tech beating?
Ohio State. You and I got the same ones.
Gregor?
I'll go Georgia beats. I kind of like the Texas Tech mojo, so I'll go the Bulldogs over the Red Raiders.
All right, 208-424-9300. Text us your champion.
Real quick, because I wrote it down and I forgot. Last Heisman Trophy to win a national championship. It's been a while.
Oh, that's a good question.
It's been a while, like 17, 18. Why am I drawing a blank?
I would say Matt Leinart did it.
No.
Okay, Reggie Bush did it then for sure.
More recent than that.
More recent than that.
Okay, Joe Burrow did it.
Joe Burrow.
I can keep going, guys.
I think Joe Burrow was the last one.
Okay,
it's probably Burrow.
Joe Burrow. There's only been
Bryce
like
Young?
5 or 6 in the last 20 years.
Yeah, because
Devontae Smith?
Devontae Smith for sure.
Joe Burrow.
Those guys were after
Devontae
Burrow,
Smith
right?
was after Joe Burrow.
He
so
was.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith and Joe Burrow are the last two.
Probably Devontae Smith, and he was the most
Yep.
recent. All right, Friday 5. Prater in the ball game. KTIK the ticket.
From the Beacon Plumbing Traffic Studio, this is Ticket Traffic.
Feel that tingle? It's not your coffee, it's